Hi, welcome back to the channel. Something a bit different in this episode. I happened to come across some footage I took in the summer that converted this to this. So if you're new to the channel, my name's Stuart. I have a YouTube channel called GetawayGeese where I share my adventures out in the camper van, or sometimes anything I'm doing in life basically, and that's one of these videos. So this is a simple recycling transformation project that I'm doing. Another glorious day for another project. Today's mission is to make a tabletop for a high level stool height bistro table. We want to have a bistro table out here with a couple of high stools just so we can have lunch or a drink or whatever.
Well, Stu, I can't wait for the invite.
So for the tabletop I'm going to use this, it was an IKEA Billy dining room table. So I'm going to cut a 600 diameter circle off that. Now it is indoor wood, it won't be very good wood, so it'll only last so far out here, but because this is an undercover area it won't be directly with the elements. I shall put some treatment on it. It might last a couple of years, but and then I can replace it with something else that I come across, but I might as well use it as I've got it and it's free wood. So I've set my bench up down the bottom of the garden just to keep the dust away from the house, so I've got to get the jigsaw out. And I'll probably get the router out and just put a nice profile around the edge of it if it works. First I need to remove all the wood from underneath the table as it was. It's already been recycled once, as you can see. So it used to be a sort of an 8-foot dining room table, and it was cut back to an extension actually that we used at Christmas or family get-togethers to extend our existing table that we've got that we no longer need anymore. So as you can tell, that's this year's line in safety boots I'm wearing. So this will be the third iteration of recycling Billy into something different.
You might want to consider recycling the flip-flops.
So nothing gets wasted. I'll take that into the garage and store it for a future project. So it's time to find out the centre of the wood and then mark a 600mm diameter circle. Hit the bloody thing, Stuart, just hit it. Okay, don't shout at me. I should have had a dust mask. Even though I was outside, I thought I'd be all right, but there was still dust kicking around. So as I always say, this is not a how-to video. This is a how I did video. Jane's also going to kill me when she sees this. It's a bit like gathering the evidence for the prosecution. The only thing is, I'm gathering the evidence. Now, I wonder what I can use this for. Answers in the comments, please. All I can think of is an elephant's loo seat. I now need to get the coating off so the stain absorbs when I come to put it on.
I think ear defenders may have been wise too.
Right, time to get the router out and get a nice curved edge. I love this tool. It just gives you something different. Sometimes, though, it's a case of all the gear but no idea, I have to say.
What a DIY style icon you are.
So I'll first put some wood preserver on to try and get some protection on it before I actually apply the stain. Okay, so that's 3 coats on stain on the and preservative on the bench, which is I think good enough, dark enough. And just turned up today is the base that I found online. It's a tip base, so all that will fold up hopefully. Jane thought she might want to push the table away. I'm not so sure. I think it'll be permanently out, but we'll see. At least he covers it off both ways. So I'll put the link in the description if you're interested in that. So the most expensive part of this project was actually finding the legs. But even so, even just doing it that way, we were still saving quite a bit of money, we found, by actually making the top myself and putting it all together. So the legs and the flip part of the mechanism had a central bar with threaded nuts on that you just tighten both ends. It took a bit of working out and reading the instructions several times, but in the end it was actually quite simple. To be honest, we could have probably saved ourselves a bit of money by not buying a flip-top lid type mechanism, because we actually haven't used it all summer. So if you want to save some money, just get a standard table leg. And there we have it. Really pleased with that. That's not a bad addition. The only problem is... But we solved that very quickly. We bought some high stools with some cushions, and we sat out most of the summer, really enjoying just sitting out there and chilling out, having a drink, having something to eat. And in fact, we also use it out in the winter as well. It's just nice because it's undercover here to sit out there high up.
I see red is back in season again. If you want to see more of Stu's handiwork, this time on Harry the Campervan, then check out the playlist on the link.